Hey everybody, Brian here from touringplans.com and welcome to the news. I stopped even calling it the weekly news because I haven't really been getting these out weekly. Just a couple of things to share since the last time we were here. My first two are hotel related because we got a little bit more information about some new hotels. And with the first story, I'm already wrong because this isn't technically a new hotel. It is the new tower being built at the Coronado Springs Resort. Moderate resort getting a tower that is a little more deluxe. As Jim Hill explains it on the Disney Dish with Jim Hill podcast, also seen in video form right here on the Touring Plans YouTube channel, by the way, if you want to check that out. This link is the last one they did with Adventureland. Jim says the reason they're doing this is because Coronado Springs has a conference center, and they want to get conferences in there, obviously, and some companies are a little leery about doing a conference at a moderate resort when they could go do it at a deluxe resort. So this tower, the Gran Destino Tower is the name. I don't think I said that yet, but the Gran Destino Tower is basically to make those executives happy. They have nice suites that the executives can stay in. What is new is that we know when it's going to open. July 9th, 2019 is when the first reservations can be made. Reservations actually opened up a little bit ago, so if you don't have yours for July 9th already, it might be tough to get. But if you are going after July 9th, go ahead and check those right now because there are still reservations open for some dates. We also got some art for the rooms. This is the presidential suite that I mentioned before. This is probably the only time I'll ever see it, and this is the regular room. It looks pretty nice. I like the flooring. I would be surprised if that was real wood. I think it'll be the vinyl wood look that they've been doing in a lot of the rooms, but still, I like the contrast of styles. It's a little bit more active than some of the more recent renovated rooms that I know some people find a little bland. It still doesn't look very Disney-ish, and unfortunately I think that might just be gone. Disney just doesn't seem to be real interested in being Disney inside the rooms. The other thing we know is a little bit more about the new restaurants that are going to be there. There will be one on the top floor of the Gran Destino Tower that looks like this, and its name is Toledo. Presumably after Toledo, Ohio, I guess, which everyone knows is famous for tapas, steak, seafood, and wine, which is what will be served there. I know it's not actually named after Toledo, Ohio, but I'm going to think of that every time anyway. The other one is the restaurant that is out in the lagoon at Coronado Springs. This one actually looks like it's going to be real cool. It is called the Three Bridges Bar and Grill, naturally, because there will be three bridges connecting it to the surrounding areas. Sandwiches and shared plates, tapas, I guess, or appetizers. I mean, you could share any plate if you really wanted to, right? And semantics. The other hotel information we got was the Cove. You may not know that name because I don't think I've said it before. This is the new hotel that is being built by the Swan and Dolphin. It will also be operated by Marriott International, just like Swan and Dolphin are, and it will be built where the tennis courts are near to the Swan. Here are some images of what that will look like. I know I have showed these before. It will be a 14-story tower with only 349 guest rooms. Put that in perspective, the Swan has 758 guest rooms, while the Dolphin has 1,509. So the Cove will be significantly smaller. It will also have some group meeting space and a relatively small 90-seat or so restaurant within it. Presumably it will share all of the amenities with the Swan and Dolphin. In that Crescent Bay area, there are a ton of restaurants to choose from, so the dining I'm not particularly worried about. That is actually open for group bookings beginning March 1st, 2021. So that is 2 years and a couple of months ahead of time that you could book groups in there. I can't imagine it's not going to open before that. That is a long time to build a reasonably small hotel, but I understand the point. They don't want people putting conferences in there and then having to cancel them because it's not done yet. What we do know is it will definitely be open by March 1st of 2021. Now, what I love talking about on these news programs, Star Wars Land, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, technically, at both Hollywood Studios and Disneyland. I have heard from people that have been to both that it looks like Hollywood Studios is catching up a bit to the Disneyland version. They are supposed to open a couple of months apart, but maybe it won't be as far apart as we feared. I'm still kind of hoping that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios can open by like late October, early November of next year. Not actually a lot of news there, but I wanted to show you this picture from my best friend BioReconstruct on Twitter. He doesn't know he's my best friend, but he is because of these pictures. This is the aerial view of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and look right here, you can see the framework of the Millennium Falcon going in front of Millennium Falcon's Smuggler's Run, the attraction. Yee. I will also mention some of the Garden Rocks concerts were announced. This is the concert series that happens during the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival that happens in the springtime. And the Garden Rocks, formerly known as the Flower Power concert series, tends to have acts that have, say, past their prime a little bit. Here is the list as we know it right now. This will not be the full list. Some great 80s bands on there, like Glass Tiger, Berlin, and down at the bottom there, Colin Hay of Men at Work. Love their song Overkill. But if you, like me, are looking at that list and saying, ooh, I like some of their songs, now is a good time to start planning a trip. So that's just the only reason I really wanted to mention that. For more details on the Flower and Garden Festival, why don't you check out our Flower and Garden page at touringplans.com, which I will link below right here. And if you have any comments, suggestions of other videos you want to see, videos you want me to do, Angela to do, Len and Jim to do, who have now started doing some videos for us, Guy Selga, who is our Disneyland expert, go ahead and post them in the comments below. I will definitely be reading them and I will be responding as needed. Thank you for watching and be excellent to each other.